I believe that God wants to speak to all of us, and He wants to guide and help us, and He wants to come and speak to us in our hearts. Hi, I'm Lawrence Brackpole. This is the 15th session of Hearing God. The 15th session is about following God. You see, God puts His words in our hearts. He puts Himself in our hearts. And from that place, He wants to guide us. He wants to lead us into all truth, as the Bible tells us. The Bible also tells us that Jesus only did what He saw His Father doing. His life was a life of following. If you want to grow in hearing God, if you want to grow in understanding the best way forward in any situation, then your job is to learn to be really good at following. Now that, to some of us, sounds crazy. We think, well, what, am I going to get up in the morning and ask God what to have for breakfast? Or am I going to not be able to make a decision about what to wear? Well, of course not. You don't have to do those things. Though I have to say, for a season, just to practice hearing God really well, I just started asking Him, well, what do you want me to wear today? It's funny how these little things can offend us, how we like to live in a place where we're in control. But the truth of the matter is, that's not really us being in control. That's us following the flesh as if it's the thing in charge of us. No, the real us is one with God. So the real freedom comes, ironically, from let going of some control and choosing to follow God into what He wants to lead us into. Psalm 139 tells us He saw our days before they even came about. He had a perfect plan for our lives. There's lots of ways in which if we choose to follow God, actually we will end up having a much better experience of this life. We only just believe we have to be in control to make everything work. But again, it's not us in control. It just feels like we're in control. How many things go on a day-to-day basis that you try to make happen a certain way, that you try to shape a mould so that it fits the world around you, so the world somehow fits with you? And how many times do you end up disappointed that things don't work out the way you want to work them out? Well, we have to let go of control. Trust in God. Lord, what should I say in this situation? If we really want to grow in listening to God and hearing God, then it involves making space to listen in the everyday. It involves holding up some decisions to Him and saying, hey, what do you want to do with this thing? I have learned by doing this over a period of years that really all the best paths are laid out by God. Every time I try and do it without Him guiding me, without following Him, without just based on what I can see and understand at the moment, then I miss out on so much more. God's provided so much for me as I've sought to listen and hear Him. So this 15th session is about learning to follow. How do we learn to follow God? Well, firstly, again, same lesson, come back to hearing that still small voice of calm in your heart. Make some pregnant pauses. Stop in what you're doing and use that time just to tune into Him. At the very least, you'll experience peace as you start to follow Him more. And bit by bit, you'll get the little prompts and stirrings, maybe a sense of I should do this, a gut feeling even sometimes. And remember, it has to line up with God, it has to line up with the Bible, and that will be Holy Spirit guiding you and leading you into all truth in all things. So I hope that helps, guys. Bless you today. Love you. Bye. Look out for the next of our series of videos, Hearing God.